Well, hello everyone. This is Kadmiel for a solo episode. I know it was supposed to be another video one, but you know what? Nick is not here. He has finally been arrested. I mean, it was a matter of time, I told him, but didn't listen. And no, I'm kidding. Nick has not been available, and he will be back. But you will have me today for this solo one. And I guess what I wanted to do, I have a little glass, a cup, something with marks. And I just wrote some topics that I watch. I'm online. I have like 25 hours of YouTube, like a week. And there are topics I just like pick up. Like if you follow me on Instagram, I'm always posting like shit I find online and stuff like that. And I just put them, like each of them on a piece of paper, and I'm gonna draw them, like one each, and rant about them until we reach, what, an hour? Wow, it's only 1 minute. It's 1 a.m. and I love podcasting. So yes, I will do it. It's Friday and I'm frustrated. We didn't release anything on Wednesday. But it's not Nick's fault by any means. Anyway, I drew the first paper. What is it? What is it? Oh, Mexican birthday and vow renewal. Okay. So I have this friend. She had a birthday, and I mean, she's Mexican, and so I went with no gift because I'm poor, but whenever there is food, Kadmiel is here. Um, when I talking about the neighborhood, like starting with the neighborhood, like what marked me about that is how much it resembled Ivory Coast. Like I haven't been in my country in a while now, but it gave me that vibe, like the way it was organized, and even when we entered the house, the way things were. I guess the decoration and just like the backyard, like the back court where the birthday took place, and just the way, just the party, like there was music, there was a single mariachi solo on stage, just pouring his heart, like singing, guys. That was pretty epic. I remember like birthday in Africa, you have people singing, you have like for kids, you might even have a clown, and we still do that shit. You might have like a comedian, a local comedian coming like to do a bit, and I mean some kind of main event happening while the birthday is going on, and I found it so cool. And plot twist mid, like during the birthday, we're partying about the birthday, and then the music switches. The dude starts singing some romantic music, and the parents of my friend come, and we learned that it's also a vow renewal. Like it was like somehow it shocked us. We were just like, "Whoa, it's a birthday, and is this also a vow renewal?" And like we got a party for both at the same time. That was epic. I did drink a lot actually. I so oh my god, that was my first time trying this thing, the funnel. Yeah, I hope I said that in a Texan with a Texan accent, a perfect American accent. The funnel guy. You just put, like, for those that don't know somehow, and you're less than 21 and never drank. It is a funnel with two tubes that each participant put in their mouth, and people just pour alcohol in the funnel. And I guess I swear I did not understood the rule because I was already tipsy by then. I was like, I just wanna drink. Just give me something to drink, dude. So no, I think the winner is the first one to finish his portion of the funnel, or maybe it's the first one to like cap, the first one to like I can't take it anymore and just leaves doesn't suck on the tube anymore. Well, that sounds sexual. That doesn't drink his drink is what I meant. But I did one. I I I don't even think I felt drunk at this point. Like it was almost like I would just wanted to regurgitate the whole thing in front of everybody because it was a lot of it was what Corona like it's a oh shit, how do you call those things? It makes bubbles in your stomach, is the way I would describe it. Like, I felt bloated. I was like, damn. I feel like there's a lot of air in my stomach right now. But I kept my composure, you know? I kept my composure. We also watched that movie called, no, I almost said Red Panda, but it's called Turning Red. No, like Turning Red is a it's a great movie. It makes me like I feel like I was watching it with my friend and like it's everybody got like some bits of their childhood like remembering the childhood from that. And like this is what Red Panda or Turning Red means to me honestly and like I mean I'm not gonna spoil the thing if you haven't watched it like honestly do it's kind of fun. Like there was the funniest scene was this specific scene where okay, this girl like she I mean she's becoming an adolescent and you know like she started to be a little more interested in boys like you know like the physics and what can you do with a boy. She has like this booklet like she start drawing shit in it like nothing sexual but like kind of cute things like oh I'm gonna meet like you know this cute boy and this is he's gonna hold like he's gonna put his palm on my jaw and like it's gonna be super cute and thing and like it always makes me think like I watch this as I'm like this is porn like this is the first porn like the girls were like no we had like I mean I don't know what girls did when they were like 14 14 14 yeah 14 I was dude, I was full adolescent at this point. I was definitely interested in girls, but like it just reminded me like this is like a story of your first porn and like how you discover a girl and like you just like oh my god I'm not good. You know what? I would like to keep our sponsors. We have already apologized. We have none, but you know, I don't want you to get back to me 25 years from now if I ever become famous. Or maybe I'm just dead. I don't know. But it was interesting and like she turns into a red panda, which obviously I was like, that talks about period, and like some people got offended, you know. Not offended, we're like, no, this is more than that. And I'm like, okay, fine. You know. It turns into a red panda, so I guess fur and like I mean it just reminds me of like my like being an adolescent. Like just me being getting taller being oh my god being ugly like if you ever followed my story I posted this picture of me like when I was like I mean when I was growing up I guess oh boy I I showed this picture to my mom and she was like damn. My own mom looked at my picture when I was in that was it was like damn that was rough man. And I'm like yes. Yes. And that was their idea to like be make me this bald. Like I cannot believe like I burned it. And I obviously I did not know. It's only when I turned 18 that I started growing my hair and like for the first time I look at me and I'm like I like what I'm seeing right now. Oh my god. I could have looked like that. I could have been like a little more popular in high school if I just had more hair on my head and no glasses. Oh gosh, those glasses. But yeah, that wedding like really reminded me of like where I came from and like the house. Just again, like just the atmosphere, having a large family. Like I remember my birthday. That's just your family. Like, dude, like I have like 30 cousins. Like you don't even need to invite your friends. It's all gonna be family. And like you just party with them, you just vibe, and it's big. Like you have seven uncles, and they're all gonna give you money or like any something like that, and like it's super cool. And yes, that was a great time. Anyway, That was the first topic. I'm really talking to myself because I love podcasting. We'll be super happy if you shared that shit one day. Anyway. Oh my god, you're gonna like it. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is Ukraine? What is Roe v. Wade being overturned? Nothing compares to Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, the most important piece of news in America right now. And we lost it. It's over, guys. It's over. I I mean, your country is crazy. Like, how much like the info cycle like can shift to like Ukraine, to Roe v. Wade, to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, like two legit crazy people. Like both of them. Both of them are insane. Both of them are abusive. Both of them are very toxic. And they get married. And like, like, you see this trial and like they have all this recording of each other like messing up, and like who in the right mind in a relationship like just records themselves, like fights with my girlfriend, like fight with my boyfriend, I just record it, like that. You either planning on suing each other later or you're just psychopathic. Like this is like some deep shit, but like I obviously I watched it, like I started seeing the meme and I'm like, oh my god, they're funny, but you know, I now I want to see, like all the internet was all about like Johnny Depp is right and Amber Heard is wrong, so I wanted to make my mind like, and I have to say like Johnny Depp is, he's like, I see Jack Sparrow, but I also see like, I mean, he's a troubled mind, like, but also he cracked some joke like the mega pints, like some judge like prosecutor was saying like, yeah, Mr. Depp, you poured yourself a mega pint of wine, and Depp pauses for a moment and he's like, a mega pint. And like everybody cracks up laughing. But like when you go to Amber Heard, and it's so weird. But I think the internet might be right for at least for once. She might be lying. Like she looked like O.J. Simpson, like when he got out of jail and he was like, I never killed her. Like, you know, you know he did it. It was same for her. She's trying to cry, and I'm like, I mean, you're an actress, obviously. You're supposed to be convincing, but I never saw someone being that bad at like convincing. She would be like, yeah, you know, my dog stepped on a bee. I think I posted that. And then she makes this face like she was about to cry, and she immediately turns back to normal. Like anyone that watches her testifying will be like, she's lying or she has some kind of disorder that we never knew about. Like she was obviously lying. And like I mean, I watched a lot of like comments about like people being like, Me Too is over. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, but like I like, I don't know, like if one thing, like, you know, women and men are both shitty people. It doesn't depend on the sex. People are just shitty. And it's just the story of two shitty people getting together. And like, yes, Amber Heard was like super. Who told me about that? I don't remember which friend told me about that. The scale of like hotness and also like craziness. She is like super beautiful. And she's extremely insane. And like, oh my god, she, I, I mean, her like going into like I have to say that it is kind of her fault in a sense to go to write an article about like, I'm a victim of domestic abuses, and like, you're not implying Johnny Depp, of course, but you are, because you just left this marriage, I guess. And I mean, I kind of feel like she was at least verbally abused by Johnny Depp because like they are this man. I mean, the recordings are here and stuff like that. But she was equally abusive to him, which is why I don't even think she should have passed herself. Like how like sick it is to go about like portraying yourself as a victim when you are also the aggressor. Like you two are just going at each other every other time, and you actually like there are proofs that you have actually like physically abused the dude. I mean, it's over. You know, everything I'll remember from this year will be Chris Rock being slapped by Will Smith and Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. God bless him. Next topic. Let's go. Again, it's me by myself in a closet. Oh, this is upside down. Okay. Blackness ranked. Wow, I don't know if you'll look at like the title of the podcast. I do my best to like make them interesting and clickbaity. I know, like yes, clickbaity. Like, are you telling me you interested in money? Yes, I love money. I want to make my dream economically viable, which I love podcasting, and I'm gonna be doing it for the next 5 years, regardless of who watches or listens. But blackness ranked. So I think it's like this YouTube video by Jubilee, which I love. I love this channel. Like I'm super curious. Like I have my own opinion. I have my own like I don't know beliefs, but I've always been curious about what other people think and why they think it, and not even in a way to convince them to change. Just genuinely being curious by people that are completely different from me. And I love this channel because they bring people like from different sides to talk to each other, and like I'm all for it. Like I'm all for it. But like they made this video about like people where like you rank each other. So they took like what 7 black people, and they were like rank yourself like on blackness, and we're gonna do a DNA test and see like how actually black you are. And like you see these people like meeting each other and asking themselves questions and like trying to determine like where is your like ancestry, like the way you talk. And obviously, first of all, I mean to me like a black person, it starts by your skin, like it starts by your physical features. That's really how it's just the first thing. And like it doesn't really deep, and like there are people that obviously are not black, or like they might be mixed race, but like just the way they talk, the way they act is like so reminiscent of like like black African American culture that you just like yes they are as black as like me. But obviously the first one, like they got it right immediately. I mean, you look at the girl and she didn't even talk. She was like, "Bro, my parents literally came from Africa," and I'm like, "You first, girl," and she was actually 99% black, which I think that would be the case for me because this is all in Ivory Coast, guys. Like, there is no way I have, like, can you imagine actually if you look at my genes and there's, like, I don't know, like, Asian. I'll be most surprised about Asian. Like, European, like, we were a colony, I don't know. But, like, Asian, like, the amount of interaction between black people and Asian people in history is so like small. And I mean when I say Asian, I don't mean like Middle Eastern people. I mean more like in China, like Korea and like these type of places. But like they rank these people, they were ranking themselves, and like obviously when some people start asking questions. There is this girl, she started like she was like, guys, I am as black as it gets. She obviously has a lighter skin, which is like, no, you're not. Like, you, but she talks like the way she talks, the way she acts, she's using the slangs, and she's trying, and I'm like, but people are looking at her like, you kind of forcing it. Like, what the heck? Like, why are you? Are you really acting like that in real life? Are you always that vivid, like using the slang, using like the like nobody does that? And then she brings, which I posted also on my story. She's like, "Do you eat spaghettis, and brown sugar? That's the blackest thing." And everybody turns to her and they're like, "Shut up right now!" And my eyes rolled behind my head when I heard that. I'm like, this is disgusting. This is the most disgusting thing I I don't know what I would do. I would rather take a hammer and slam my fingers 7 times than putting what in my mouth. And she's like, this is the staple of black people. And I'm like, this girl, this is like the representation we are. She's going around and she's saying that, and people gonna think we weird. Look at me being like, people are gonna think we weird. Like, where's, like, okay, so when I came here, when I was still in Dallas, I don't know if, no, I think if there was some events, like for some reason, like the Ku Klux Klan or like some people decided to take torches and like march the streets in America, like freaking torches, like and be like, I don't know what they were yelling. Maybe the Jews will not replace us. I don't know. It has some racial component. But I was like talking about it like with like, I think it was at church, like my church in Dallas, and like one of the person was like, "Hey, Kadmiel, I never ask you like what you think about like you coming from Africa, and like you have interacted like with at least African American. Like, what do you think about the term African American?" And I'm like, I mean, me personally, these people are American. They are 100% American. They don't know about Africa. Dude, I've been in Ubers here, and the Uber driver detect my accent. It is like, dude, like, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Ivory Coast. It's in West Africa. It's a small country in West Africa. And it's like, dude, is Wakanda real? And that's a black person asking me that. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's just like, okay, yeah, Wakanda forever. And I'm like, are you insane? Like, am I dreaming? This person knows, calling himself probably African American. They watch Black Panther and they're like, we have representation. I feel so represented. Which Black Panther again, like, was great, like in terms of like I recognize the colors. I recognize we don't fight in a we don't fight semi-naked for like to make decision. Like, I don't know how African Black Panther is. It's a freaking dude with a suit and he goes beating people up. Another superhero, I guess. Like, bro, but you know what? I loved Black Panther. Like, I actually loved it. Like, it had a lot of deep meaning. And I mean, I think it's the start of something. But they ask me, like, yeah, African American or no? And I'm like, if I were to become American, I could be called African American. Now, for the black people living here that were born here, they look more like Americans than Africans. In fact, some of them don't. I can't even see the African in them. Like, there is something about like when I meet someone from a country in Africa, which like it's kind of obvious, unless they are like from South Africa. I don't know, but like it's kind of like there are some shared belief. I mean, first of all, they like soccer. Like, you people like football. That's already that already says a lot. That the brothers here have like turned American. They like football. And when I was in Africa, football to me was just like about the tackling. I didn't even know how you score in football. We were just like, I guess you just tackle each other. That's a game. But like, I so this person asked me, and I gave my opinion about it. But okay, in this pool of people, in the videos I was watching, like rank yourself in the blackness, in terms of blackness, they put that girl like at the bottom of the thing, and obviously she was like, I'm not gonna say his percentage now. This girl had straight hair. She, I'm sorry, from where I'm from, she is white. Like I was just like, why is she even in the like? Why is she here? Is this like a troll? Is this like to throw people off? Like, and no way in hell they're gonna say like, be like, oh, she's also 90% black. I would be like, no, that's well, what the fuck is this? She was actually 20% black, which I was also like, well, personally, you could have said you are Latina. I would have believed you if you didn't. You like. And no, like her skin was just a little darker. Is what I mean. That was quite funny. But like she was like, yeah, I was so black, and like I'm like for these people, how, like that must be kind of cool in a sense to be able like to pick your own race. Like, this paper where you feel like, what, which is your race? Being like biracial or like just having like three races in you, you can be like, I'm this. And I'm this too. Like, whenever this is advantageous for you. And I feel like this is kind of super cool. But like, okay, there are different types of white people. But there is only one type of like black. Like, you can, if you black, you just black. You can never pretend to be anything else. And this girl, she has like 20% black. Like, she's like, I'm black, and you know what? I'm white, and you will believe it too because I'm 80% white, and maybe she's something else. And I'm like, that's cool, and that's almost unfair, and that's kind of true. She is, but also like, what? Honestly, there are some basketball players like they are. LaMelo Ball is white. His father is black. His skin is so white. I see some blackness, but I swear, when he said the N word, I'm just like, what? And I'm like, okay. He has like 15% black in there. Like, but like, still. Oh my god, and I see people that are like, why can't white people say it? Like, shut the fuck up. But that was, oh my god, that was blackness ranked, guys. I don't know, like, that must be cool to have a lot of races. Like, can you actually imagine, like, now that I'm kind of bound to be maybe here or some places, I don't know, maybe I could be in Africa if actually the person I end up making a family with is a different race from me. My kids are gonna be fucking hot, is what I'm saying. Anyway, next paper. The moment I decided to go to the quad. Oh, okay. So Google Photo, they have this thing where like they show you like each year, like what were you doing on every given day. Like today, like 5 years ago, this is what you were doing. And I think they showed me the picture from 3 years ago. And I think around that time I was visiting the quad with my mom. I had come to Houston before, but that was my first time like being in that building, and I remember how impressed I was and how much I wanted to be here. Guess what? Guess how it changed today? I don't want to be there. Oh my god, that was, but like one of the things that actually convinced me to go to the quad was like, when you come on the first floor, there is like this wall, the Hall of Fame, the Wall of Fame. of the teachers and like what they did and like the schools they went to, and that I'm just like reading about that, and I'm just like Harvard, Purdue, Harvard, this shit. Like I'm like, oh my god, these are big people, these are big fishes. Like they're gonna teach me good stuff, and I'm gonna make a lot of money because everybody that does ID or architect is just a failed artist that liked money. We all want money, guys. That's not hide it. We just wanted to be artists, but just make a little more money. We just didn't want to be poor. Can you imagine being at the Bluffer studying like painting? Like my parents will kill me. I pay so much in tuition. We're talking 15,000, and I can't even take loans because I'm not American. And I'm gonna be like tell my parents, it's all for painting. It's all for even selling them industrial design was tough. My dad actually kept telling, like 1 year through the co-ed, kept telling his friend I'm studying architecture. We had no idea what ID was. Down the line, I feel like that was the right decision, but you know what? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't have internship right now. Can I really say it was a good decision? Am I gonna be super happy? Can you imagine in 5 years I'm just a masseuse? I'm just I'm doing something completely different from ID. I love ID. I don't like the way it's treating me. At least the way I'm doing it at the co-ed. I kind of hate it. I mean, it's sleeplessness. Like I've done caffeine pill. It brought me to dark places. But you know what? People are gonna say, yeah, this is what builds you. I'm like, Raz, have you ever had an experience that was good for you, but you can't even be grateful for it? That's how I feel right now. I can't even, if a co-ed was a person, I couldn't even thank him. I would slap his face, although, like, no matter how good he did for me, because goddamn, that was awful. I mean, I had some good moments. The people in the co-ed make it worth it. And just the insanity. But it's never a pleasure to pull a all-nighter. Like, never. I don't ever recall it being a happy experience, being that tired. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to talk about school. This is summer. Why did I put that paper in the jar, baby? Guys, we are like 32 minutes and I have like 3 paper left. Gosh. We have to find content. Send me content. Send me content. Okay, this is a new next paper. Ad for Botox, AIDS pills, and dangerous stuff. Okay, I think I know what we're talking about here. Okay, so I mean I'm watching like every channel where basketball is being broadcasted, and the thing with like I guess mainstream media like cable TV is that you cannot control the ad. Like when you're online, like the ads are tailored to your taste, so you're not gonna get like ads about like anything the algorithm doesn't think like you're not interested, like you're interested in like. But cable TV, you can't control it. So it's just like a hit or miss thing. Like people that still sell ads on cable TV, it's like hit or miss. Like it's gonna appeal to 2 people out of a million. And I see these ads about like rare conditions that happen to a few people, and they created that pill that you take, and the ad is like 2 minutes and it's 30 seconds about that pill is gonna stop your symptom, it's gonna make you able to live again, and that is the 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I love how they speed that up, they speed the voice to be like he's gonna give you this and that and that and that and that, and if you feel like you are this and you're that, and go call the doctor, and you feel like you this and that, call 911, and this may occur like kidney failure, heart attack, brain damage, like concussion, like you got loss of blood, like loss of memory. I swear to God, there was one pill, 1 second, one like side effect of it, like you have loss of memories, like you're gonna drive home and forget what you were doing because you took that pill. I'm just like, what? I'm just like, this is your solution? Like, this is the solution? And I guess, like, the people it's appealing to are in very desperate situation to be like, yeah, you know what? I'll take that pill. It might give me kidney failure. It might make me like 25 or 50 pounds bigger. But whatever I'm going through is already so bad that I'm willing to risk it all. And like today I saw an HIV medicine and I'm just like, wow, that's super great. Like it seems extremely efficient. And then you are just like kidney failure. And I'm like, what? Like that is a thing you're supposed to take like what, every day? Or something like that. So like the risk of kidney failure is kind of high if you take that every day. And I'm just like, why are you advertising that? Like, I mean, I guess again, I don't have HIV, so I don't know. Maybe if I had, I don't know, bro. I don't want to talk about that. People are gonna take my voice and be like, I do have. Oh my god. I remember when I was about to come here actually, and like you have to do all the tests, like all these tests before coming to America, and like one of the tests was like the HIV test. I remember picking up a result and coming home, and I mean, I didn't even open it because I'm like, yeah, I have not, I mean, I did not have sex. So maybe I don't know. I just hand the thing to my mom, never opening it, and she takes it out of my hand like super fast, and she looks at me like if you did, like this kind of look, if you ever did, and she opens the envelope. She tears the envelope. He looks at it, and she looks back at me, and she looks at it, and she keeps the envelope, and I'm like, I know the result. Like, also, like, what was that look like? What was about to happen to me? What message is this sending here? Why would you stare at me like that? Damn, it's just, are you like, if I did, like, would you like not love me? Like, damn, that's hard. And then you have like Botox, which, I mean, it worked for Kim Kardashian. She looks beautiful. Doesn't work for everybody. I heard that you gotta find the right doctor for it because, like, yeah, can you imagine? Oh my god, oh my god, that's a nightmare. That's actually one of the reasons I don't wanna do it. Can you imagine like going like do Botox? Like you lay on the table and like this clinic where they do like facial surgery and stuff like that, it's, I mean, I've seen pictures of it. It can be like local, like a small thing. Like you come in the room, there is an office table, there are two chairs, and there is a bed in the corner, and you're gonna lay there and he's gonna make you sleep and he's gonna just carve you up, baby. I have nightmares. Like, I don't want to be cut. No knives. Nothing. Don't touch me. But can you imagine you wake up and like they were just like, yeah, you know what? I was carving you up. And I was like, damn. Does she really need that? Does he need, like, I know you didn't tell me like to touch your lips, but I was like, I can make it better. So I did it. And you look at it and you look like Michael Jackson when he turned white all of a sudden. Like, oh my god, what happened to Michael Jackson? He was so good. He looked so good before, and then it started changing, and I'm just like, I mean, there's so much mystery about what really happened, but his face is just changing. I mean, he did like some plastic surgery to it for whatever reason was necessary, but like, just like, damn, that turned out bad, man. Like, when he was 50, I was like, you don't look real. Like, man, how encouraging. And like they give this like oh shit. There's this real story. You can go online and see it. Or maybe it's fake news. About like this woman doing like breast enlargement, and she had bigger breast, and like she took on a plane, and the breast did not explode, but they kind of changed shape under the pressure, like up in the air. And I don't know if like it just choked her heart or something. She died. Like she died in the plane because of these breast implants. Because they started acting weird like in the plane, and I'm just like, gosh, like what a nightmare. Like how, like what would you do for beauty? I mean, honestly, there is also this thing about like, I love, I like piercing on people. I don't know why. I mean, the reason I don't want one, but I do like, I do like it on other people. Is just like for me. Again, no, nothing sharp coming my way. I'm not piercing my ears. I'm not piercing my nose. It looks painful. What is it gonna be like? No, it's not. You get used to it. I'm just like, why would I put myself through it? I could just change my haircut, and you know what? Uh, I mean, the other thing with piercing too is that I heard they don't act right in like X-ray stuff and like stuff like there are things like you're gonna have issues with it. I don't know, like for example, like sleeping with it. I'm it's dumb to think that they will sleep with it. Kadmiel, what the heck? They're not sleeping with it, but maybe they do. But no, but like I like this modification and like one reason also like I would love to have a tattoo for one day. Like I changed my mind. I feel like if I had one, I would hate it in a matter of days. I would be like, I wish it looked like that. And there is this thing about I guess tattoos being like permanent ink, or at least the process to take them off is very difficult and not cheap, which makes me always scared of it. Like being like, no, I ain't gonna do that. Like I'm not brave enough to commit to a tattoo. Maybe I should. Like it's easier to commit to a tattoo than it is to commit to a woman or something, or commit to a child. Yeah, can you get your priority together? Guys, ain't knowing hell this is gonna reach an hour, but you know what? I'm here for you. So that's my take on Botox and anything else. This is the another paper. What is it saying? What the hell is that? Oh my god, NBA Finals sideline. For some reason, I read NRA. Wait, is this Rifle Association? Yeah, NRA. I was like, what? Why are we talking about the NRA right now? I don't know. Oh my god, you know what? The NRA? No, I'm not talking about that shit, bro. No. ARV. No, I'm not even saying anything about that. You're not getting that. Like, this is the type of shit. No matter what you say, you're gonna get friends and you're gonna get enemies. And I'm just like, yo, Americans solve your issues. Like, anyone is shooting anyone here anyway. So, oh my gosh. NBA final sideline. So I think what I meant by that is like, oh yeah, so it's the NBA final. Today was a great game. Boston won. I'm a fan of Boston temporarily because I don't want Golden State, San Francisco to win. It was kind of good game, but you know one reason why you people not watching basketball should watch it. Maybe one day would be because of the people sitting on the court side. Bro, like, especially in the final, like, I think I posted it today. Like, Jay-Z, guys. We're talking about Jay-Z just being casually on the sideline and being like, oh, what's up, man? That was a good shot. And who said Jay-Z? Like, maybe Beyonce will show up too. But you had you have Kevin Hart, like Adele right now. She's everywhere. She's like in every game now. And I think it's because she's dating like who? Uh what is his name? He's LeBron James' agent. She's dating him, and obviously, this dude comes to basketball, and Adele doesn't like basketball. I don't think she does. But she's like, yeah, you into that? Cool, me too. I'm gonna come, and you know what? That's all I want. That's all I goddamn want. I was someone that would just watch basketball with me and pretend to enjoy it. Just pretend. You know what? Doesn't need to be passionate. Just pretend. Which if she likes it somehow, that would be great. My mom likes soccer. She's not the biggest fan, but it gets personal when like it's the national team playing, as it is for like everyone. Like when it's a national team playing, but soccer, like guys, soccer has stopped a war. Like not stopped it, but like brought a ceasefire in the civil war in my country. That is how much we love soccer. And like I know I've seen American being crazy about sport. It has y'all don't even understand. Like soccer is in another dimension. No, like guys, there are people, there have been cults that were created around player. Like Diego Maradona, he's an Argentinian like soccer player, maybe like the second in history or something like that. Maybe not anymore. People loved him so much that there was a cult dedicated to him. I'm talking about people that would worship him. Like they would pray to him. Like they would pray to him for blessing and for food and for like keep my children safe and make my marriage work, and it's not working right now. I pray to Diego Maradona that my marriage works. We're talking about crazy things like that. When my country won the African like Cup, guys, that I mean I have to witness a city. I've seen like cities winning the Super Bowl and like things going to mayhem. I've seen my country going to mayhem because we won a freaking cup. A soccer cup. Not even a World Cup. And like that was the most, I wasn't even like in the heart of like the city to like witness like all the madness that was going on. But if you were not in Ivory Coast and you did not know this game was going on TV, you would think this is the end of the world. Like you would not, you would be like the screaming, like all around you is screaming and the earth is like almost shaking. You would be like, this is the end of the world. Like something is going on. The alien have come, like zombie attack. That was insane. And like you see cars like just flashing, like running one left, right, left, right. I saw people in the middle of that laying on the road and be like, kill me, run me over right now. Like just lay on the street and screaming and be like, just kill me right now. I don't want to live another day in this world. That's how insane things were going, guys. And that was happening in front. I'm talking about shit happening in front of me, like before my very eyes. Not even like you go online, it's worse. Like people are dead, people dying, like fathers disappearing for 3 days and coming back from the dead the next day and be like, I don't know where I was, guys. I don't know where I was. But like, no, I could like one of the most, and that's one of the thing I will remember the most. Like we won on a penalty, which is like, you know, when One person puts it in front of a goalkeeper and like he shoots the ball and like if he scores, we won. Essentially, it came down to that, guys. And I knew we won before he shot the ball because like the the broadcast was starting from one place, right? It starts from like an antenna or something, and like it's propagating, right? And the broadcast of him scoring that goal started, and you could hear that like screaming wave of screaming coming our way before he even shot the ball on the TV in front of us. And we started screaming as well because it's like he's gonna score it right now in front of us. And by the time like the screaming like passes us, he scores and we scream too. And we run outside like crazy. Like I had a freaking vuvuzela. Like I was I was running out, like we all ran out of the house and just went around like everywhere. And people were running out and people were hugging each other, and that was just insane to witness that. Like to be like, damn, that must feel so awesome. Like, but yeah, NBA basketball is nice, but I've never seen people or even football. I mean, maybe. Yeah, no way I'm seeing this happening in Houston. You have a Houston Texan. No way in hell. I mean, if Houston Texan wins Super Bowl, guys, I don't know. We might as well burn Houston. We need sacrifices. Sacrifice goats. Okay, last topic. What did I... Oh my god. Okay. Landlord trying to be friend. Okay. For for the people that have ever visited me at my place, which my place is nicer than the whole thing itself. It's a nice place, actually, to live in. Just the people are dirty and out of their mind. And I don't care if my landlord is listening to that. This place is trash. But what I hate the most about it is that my landlord would text me like, hey, come to the leasing office. We have chicken nuggets and we want to talk with you and play a game, and there's going to be a tombola, and like we're going to have a raffle, and you're going to get a t-shirt with the name of our company on it, and we're going to have a great time. And I'm like, why? I don't want to be friends with someone I pay. What's, oh my god, that fucking rant. I don't want to be friends with my landlord. Are you insane? Like, what is this? Like, this is like a business transaction. It's like working in a big company and be like, I want to be friend with my boss. Like, there are issues with that. You can be friend with your boss if you want to, but like when it comes like to the moment of firing you, you're gonna be like, well, we friend. Same thing with them. If I didn't pay that rent, you people will freaking evict me. And you are all like pretending as if like you like me, like we are on good term, like this is a friendship, like we like you as a person and not my money. What is this? They keep inviting us to shit, and I'm just like, and recently, like the lease is about to expire, and god damn, I wish I did not have to spend my 4th year in this apartment. Which I like my place specifically, because it's a 4-bedroom and I have not had any roommate for the past 2 years. So I have a big kitchen and a big living room, all for myself. And if someone one day steps in and is like, I'm a new roommate, I'll be O.J. Simpson that day. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Landlord trying to be friend, and then when you one day late, they start like being like, Mister, we're gonna evict you. We're gonna add late fees. And we're gonna not consider you as a human being now. And we're gonna stop inviting you. Stop giving you chicken nuggets. And we're gonna call you. And like lately they called me about like, do you wanna renew your lease? Are you gonna renew your lease? And I'm like, God damn, I think I might have to. Not that I have to. I didn't have time to look for another place, honestly. And like again, like I like the space. Like I have again like a 4-bedroom all for myself. But I hate everything that's outside of this apartment. But I just told them like, you know what? I'm looking at elsewhere right now. I'm looking out. I'm trying to move out. And they're like, can we know why? I'm like, you wanna start on that? The door is busted. The door keeps breaking, like the Coad's door actually. Your door is always broken. Someone can just walk in. I mean, my door is not broken, my personal door, but like, god damn it. Is this like a drug dealer trying to come in because like we have to sell their shit? Like, why is someone breaking your door all the time? Can you explain that to me? They can't. Anyway, landlord, they are not your friends. Don't ever think they are your friends. The day you owe them, you're gonna see that you were not friend after all. And yes. Do you mind if I leave 4 minutes before? Are you gonna pay me? I talked in the closet, but you know what? Nick is gonna be back next week. It's gonna be video, hopefully. Honestly, it's one of those random episodes. I don't even know if you would like it. So, but if you did, I don't know, like share it. Honestly, maybe not. Can you imagine my landlord is like, we thought you liked us. I mean, how many hot takes did I give today? Oh my god, let me look at this paper again. What did I say? I hope I did not insult anyone. I did not offend communities. Oh, I talked about black people. That's what I did. Damn. Okay, guys. I talked about Mexican too. Wow. This podcast was very racial today. Okay, guys. Stay humble and we'll catch you next week.